6,000 square feet of smoke. Smoke from firewood burning in an EPA certified, should have known better to buy something EPA certified, an EPA certified wood stove at level 3 of my deep underground military base. All I can say is, son of a bitch. I'm home alone as the blizzard came upon us yesterday. My wife and fat Jesus, Jesus, left for the suburbs of Murderapolis Friday morning. Why? Because all our relatives chose voluntarily to live in a high quality of life zone like the Twin Cities. In my humble opinion, the only kind of opinion I as a humble messenger could really have after all, both my wife's and my relatives are both stupid and ignorant. Stupid because who would want to live in a third world shithole like the Twin Cities? It's not the Twin Cities of the 1960s when I lived there into the early 70s. Far, far from it. Our relatives are also ignorant to the blistering and glaring fact that when their shit hits the fan, and it soon will, people, look up, keep your eyes open, the Twin Cities will be a very poor place to be stuck in. It will be too late to escape. As a side note, hard as you may find this to believe, there are a certain breed of bottom feeders, yep, from the bottom feeder pit, that will travel to Murderapolis to watch the Ethiopian Vikings play NFL football. Believe me or don't, you can't make this shit up. Briefly, let me explain about the smoke situation. When my deep underground military base is exposed to a strong east wind like yesterday, which it was, the east side chimney will develop issues, which it did. And if you lose your stack or chimney temperature, which I did, because the stove fire was almost out, which it was, come on, people, there's only one. I mean, there should be about a 13-man crew running this deep underground military base. I gotta sleep sometimes. And you try to rekindle a fire to bring the chimney temperature back up so it draws the smoke out, which I did, and still until stack temperature is reached, all the smoke will flood out of the wood stove into level 3, 2, and even 1, which it did, until the stack or chimney temperature is reached and the chimney draws smoke up again, which it eventually did, but not after flooding 3 levels of the DUMS deep underground military base, people, with filthy wood burning smoke. It is, after all, Sunday the 12th of March, 2023. Church day, rise and shine, up and at 'em, people. And I'm leaving the Christians alone today. Christians aren't the only oxygen thieves walking around the Creator's flat earth. Not by a long shot. No, we also have star people. You can't make this shit up either, people. More on star people after a few words on the weather. Usually, Raytheon and Lockheed Martin, we're only a few days away from spring too, remember, I think it's 21st, something like that. We'll let the temperature start to climb. You know, the 20s will go to the 30s, highs get into the 40s, and so on up the scale it goes. So I was encouraged yesterday after looking at the 10-day weather script to see pretty consistent highs in the 30s after Monday. What happened? This morning, next week will be low 20s at best. Depressing isn't even the word for it. I guess to weather controllers, the fine and caring folks at Raytheon and Lockheed Martin need Mama Earth to remain cooler a wee bit longer, and our asses also. Okay, on to the star people, the disclosure program. Are they extraterrestrials or are they extra-dimensionals? Pay attention, people.
Military that's been on the news has said that these crafts are not ours and they're not theirs, so they must be someone else's.
We don't have it, they don't have it. Who's operating these vehicles?
If it's not ours and it's not theirs, well, then it's someone or something else.
So the question is, are they from another world or another dimension? The History Channel is propagating that these beings are from another world.
Could mainstream scientists be discovering the home worlds of extraterrestrial visitors? For ancient astronaut theorists, the answer is a resounding yes.
The big revelation will not be, do they look like us, but we look like them, because we are their offspring.
Oh, we are their offspring. Unbelievable. They're competing with Churchanity's version of creation, I guess. Now, here's the funny part, people. You'll never guess how star people come to be. You know, it's just Are you sitting down? I don't know how to phrase this any other way. Star people come from star seeds. S-E-E-D-S. Picked up my tomato seeds to start them indoors for 6 weeks before planting, usually in late May, maybe late June or July this year, the way things are going. I said usually, and nowhere on the seed rack did I see packs of star seeds. Stand by, people, because here we go.
Many people involved in the New Age beliefs and practices have experiences with star people or star seeds, also known as indigo children.
They call them indigo children and say that some of these kids can even see the spirits of the dead.
It's the belief that certain people originated as extraterrestrials and arrived on Earth through birth or as a walk-in to an existing human body.
Star seeds are people, or souls more likely, that find it very difficult to be here on Earth because apparently Earth is not really their home.
Star seeds are highly evolved souls whose sole origin is from the stars. Star seeds are souls who originated in the Pleiades.
Star seeds are beings who have spent majority of their lives on different planets. The first sign that you are a star seed is that you've always felt like an alien.
It is a variant of the belief in alien-human hybrids. The question is, if these star people are visitors from another planet, how can these physical beings enter into the body of another person? This actually sounds more like the accounts we hear in the Bible of unclean spirits entering into human beings. Luke 11:24 says, "When the unclean spirit is gone out of a man, he walketh through dry places, seeking rest, and finding none, he saith, I will return unto my house, whence I came out." We see that it is actually an unclean spirit that can enter into the physical body of a human being, whereas physical beings from another planet seems a lot less unlikely to be able to enter into the body of a human.
Well, there you go. Human hybrids. Been telling you about them for years now on this channel. Buckle up your belts, people. Things are getting crazy. They're getting crazier day by day, and the weather sucks. And besides that, I've got a serious amount of stuff to do today too.